you know how powerful an ending is? Yeah, like a happy ending. So I've just read a book by Daniel Pink called When, which is kind of the science behind timing. And one of the biggest things that came out of that is the power of an ending. So whether it's the ending of a chapter in a book, maybe it's the ending in a chapter in someone's life, maybe it's the ending just in a piece of advice that you're doing with your client. Maybe it's something as simple as ending a meeting or a phone call. How you leave that last bit of communication, that last ending, can sometimes be the one thing that clients are going to remember. So if you go to a restaurant and have an amazing meal and right at the end they stuff up the bill and they don't handle it very well, then what the experience is that you remember is about that bad ending. Where on the other hand, if at the end of the meal they stuff up the bill and then they end up, I don't know, taking 50% off the price, you remember that, and that becomes the basis of how you recall that entire experience. So at the end of your next meeting with a client, whether it's a prospect and it's a first meeting, maybe it's an existing client, maybe it's just a phone call you're having, think about how you end it. What is the last thing you leave that person with? Rather than, it was great seeing you, or have a lovely weekend. What else could you say? So remember, the reason why we did this today was to make sure that you and your family are looked after no matter what happens. Or the reason why it was so important that we met today was so that you can just go on now and do what you want, and I've got all your bases covered. Have a think about it, whether at the end of an email, the end of a meeting, the end of a phone call, the end of a dinner or a catch-up. What are you leaving someone with? Because that impression is one of the things they're going to remember most. Whatever you do with that, make it count.